friends, welcome back to another Type 2 Diabetes vlog. I hope you are well. I thought I'd vlog today basically because it's a Monday, so I've done my leg days and training, and you guys know that's a really big part of my daily routine, but also it's my day off work, and so I thought I would just vlog because it's like not a weekend, but I've actually got plans and things that I want to get done today, so I thought I'd just take you around on my day. So yeah, I've done my leg day. I got up, even though it's my day off, I still got up past 5 in the morning because I have a strange thing about my Monday routine, like my Monday leg day routine. I just don't like to mess with it at all, including the time. So even though it's my day off, I got up at 5:30, but tomorrow I'm going to get up a lot later because for some reason I'm only weird about my Monday leg day and I don't really care about my other gym days. Today there's just some bits I want to do. I got up early anyway because I've got an Osteopath appointment this evening, and before that I want to go into central London to do a bit of shopping. So you guys know I don't buy anything new when I can avoid it, but there are a few bits that I do need to go in and get, stuff that I don't buy secondhand, so like underwear and bikinis and stuff for holiday. So yeah, I'm going to go in and do that today, and then hopefully if it's not raining I will then walk home, which would be a nice long walk, and I would like to get back by lunchtime, so then in the afternoon I can get on with a load of editing for you guys. So yeah, with that spiel out the way, we're going to take a look at my blood sugars so far. You would have seen on my beginning shot this morning, I had quite a high yesterday, so we can just ignore that because it was all down to period hormones, which was amazing. So we're starting fresh this morning now that I know it's time to put my period routine on. So let's see where we're at. My oats in the microwave, because you guys know I do barely any pre-bolus after my leg day. So let's test and see what the plan is. Okay, lovely. It's 5 and going down, which is pretty much exactly where I want to be before I eat my oats. As you can see, I had a little spike there from my leg day. I had a very intense session this morning. It was actually really good. Got a little PB on squats. So yeah, I did have a little bit of a spike for that, but it only went up to about 10. So I guess it's time to do the insulin right about now. So whenever I have an arrow going down, especially when I'm on the lower end, I always put in my blood sugar being a little bit lower than what it says on the thing, because I know it's going to be dropping pretty fast. So it says 5, but I'm going to say 4.7, especially because I've just done a load of exercise as well. I know that's going to be dropping at a fair rate. And then obviously we just put the carbs in as normal, and it's saying 5.68, so I am going to do 4.5, and then we will do the rest later on as a split dose. Finally, just about ready to head out, so it's time to do a quick check of my blood sugars. I'm hoping I'm a little bit elevated just because I'm heading out now, so I know that I'm going to drop when I start walking. So we'll just have a quick look and see. To be honest, I don't really know what the plan is going to be for my sugars. Okay, so 7.4, excellent in range, but at the top end of my range, which is kind of exactly where I want it to be. But yeah, I don't exactly know what the plan is for my blood sugars because it's about, 10:15-ish now, nearly past. And I'm planning for this trip to take no more than 3 hours. So about 20 minutes to half an hour, or half an hour there because I need to stop off by the post office. Be there for no more than an hour and a half. I'm hoping that would be the absolute maximum, and then the walk home is going to be about an hour, so that'll be home just in time for a late lunch, so me and James can watch our TV program together because we are obsessed at the moment with The Mentalist, and it's really heating up, so I want to be back for lunch so that we can watch that together, because James is working today, so I need to make sure it's a reasonable lunchtime for him to have his lunch break. So yeah, because obviously I'm only 7.4 now, about to head out. I don't think the journey there is going to bring my sugars down too much, and I don't think the shopping is going to bring my sugars down too much, because I'm hoping to only have to go to a couple places and I won't be walking between places a lot. But then obviously the walk back is an hour, so I'll see how I'm feeling, see if I'm hungry or not, because if I'm hungry I might be able to just have a snack and that will stop me from going low on the hour-long walk home. If not, I might need to consider a temp basal or a combination thereof. So yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is. I'm going to play it by ear, see how we go, and then hopefully react accordingly. But yeah, time to go before I delay myself any longer. I think that was a success. I got really hungry when I was in John Lewis, but because I was in the shop I couldn't eat, and then by the time, you know when you get like hot and flustered shopping, by the time I finished doing that, I wasn't hungry anymore, so I decided to just wait until I got home. It's now like 1:35. I've walked back from Oxford Street through Hyde Park, so quite a long walk. It feels very, very hot in here, and I don't know about you, but I actually hate shopping. Like, I hate it. I went to Oxford Street because I figured it was Monday and it'd be quiet, but there were actually a fair few people, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I did drop like as soon as I got on the tube, so I ended up doing a temp basal for an hour, and I had 3 dextrose. Well, they weren't even dextrose because I like ran out, so I went to Boots to get new ones. And they completely ran out, so they're these like lift tablet things, and I ended up taking 3 of those, and that was completely fine. That got me through the whole shopping situation, and then by the time I finished shopping and was going to walk home, it was like an hour walk, and I was 6.9, so I knew I would drop if I had insulin on board, so I did another temp basal of 40 minutes. And I'm now home. James has kindly got my lunch on, and 5.2, I am so happy with that, considering there was a lot of activity with minimal planning. So I'm going to do a pre-bolus now, because I know I've had lots of temp basals on, so I've had probably nearly 2 hours since getting back to the gym where I've not had any insulin. So I'm going to do my bolus. I'm talking really quickly because I'm very hot and I want to, low power, need to charge, get changed ASAP, so I'm trying to finish up this explanation. I'm having a jacket potato with chili, which seems very hot right now, but yeah, I'm gonna put on like a vest or something and cool down. So it's saying 3.99 units. You know, normally I would extend my lunchtime dose, but because I'm definitely not going on a walk after lunch, I'm just gonna do an upfront dose. And yeah, basically I might end up needing more insulin than that in a bit, just because I haven't had any basal on board for a long time. But yeah, like I said, I just want to get this done, and I will think properly about my diabetes in a little bit. Feeling much more zen now. I cooled down and then very quickly got cold, because it's not actually that warm today. I just get very warm when I'm walking, so put a hoodie back on. It's about 3, and we finished lunch maybe about half an hour ago. I put my high alarms up to 7, and my alarm is just now going off. So we're going to see where we are at and probably do the rest of that bolus that I said was going to be missing. So yeah, 8.4. We shall see what the pump is saying for correction. I've got a bad feeling I should have left a longer pre-bolus, and I potentially also should have added extra insulin to that initial bolus, but I was just like, I don't know if you ever get it when you're just too hot and you just need to act like now to cool down, and you don't even really think about things. So I'm just going to see what my pump is suggesting if I put in 8.4. And then yeah, basically I'm just going to get on with editing now. My osteopath appointment that I've been having because I've got a bit of back pain is at 5, so I had hoped to be editing by 2. It's now 3, so I'm a little bit on the drag, but it's okay because it's my day off. So I'm just going to get done what I can. It's saying no units, but what I'm going to do is put in 1 unit, because I know there's probably at least that missing, and I will check again at 3:30, and I'll be try and be careful not to do raised bolus if I'm still high, because I know I likely will be, but I'd just like to see if I'm shooting up really high, then obviously I will need to do a correction. But if I'm just sitting around 9-10, I probably just need to wait for this unit to kick in. Right, it's been 45 minutes rather than half an hour because I got stuck into my editing, but 10.3, which isn't actually the end of the world. I'm just going to see what my pump recommends if it thinks I need any extra, oh I am low on charge, bolus based on that. It did say the arrow was flat on the Libra screen, but it did also look like it was going up, so it's recommending 0 units, so it's 1.55 correction, but I've got 1.8 on board. I think I'm just going to do 0.3 of a unit just to help kickstart that going down. Right, we've got good news and we've got bad news. The bad news is I'm 14.5, so that was well played by me. I knew when I said I was 10.3 and I knew I was going up, like I just knew, this always happens. I know I need more insulin after I've had a long temporary basal, but I'm always so scared to go to do extra and go low because my blood sugars in that moment aren't showing me a reason to do the insulin. Like before lunch, my blood sugars were 5 or whatever they were. They look good, so then I struggle to do a correction dose on top of that when it's not high, even though I know it's going to be high. So this is a lesson from me to you. Temp basals are great. They can keep you in range and everything, but please don't be afraid to do the post temp basal bolus, because yeah, I'm not happy right now. But the good news is I had an exact amount of time to get stuff done, and I got done more than I expected to, and I managed to edit and upload a whole YouTube video in the time that I had, and finished in the exact right time to then go and get ready for my osteopath appointment. So I just put on some gym type clothes, and then this is literally the only t-shirt I have clean at the moment, so we'll do what we can to go and head to the osteopath. Luckily it's literally a 2-3 minute walk down the road, which is what I love about living in London, is everything is so close. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead to that, and hopefully we can work a bit more on this back pain, and yeah, let's just pray I don't keep climbing. I did 3 units of correction. It recommended 2.1, but I can see it's still going up, so I added extra onto that. And also when I get above like 12, I tend to need a bit more of a correction than usual. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll scan before I get back from the osteopath. And if I'm still high, I'll do a bolus again before the walk home. Like I said, it's not a long walk, so it's not going to make that much of a difference, but any difference will do. It's apple juice time. We know what that means. Yeah, so the osteopath appointment actually went really well. I deadlifted pain-free, which was really, really nice, and he did some like clicks and stuff. I've never been like professionally clicked before, but it was clearly helped quite a lot, so that was amazing. But yeah, we did end up deadlifting during the appointment, so that obviously used up a bit of energy, and I have ended up going low from that correction, but I'd rather that than have stayed high. So dinner's on the way. I really have not eaten enough today in the comparison of like the amount of activity I've done, because I've done like 20,000 steps, so I'm really hungry. But annoyingly, so we're having a lentil curry because we're trying to be good and we're trying to be vegetarian at least a couple times a week. We kind of run out of meals to try, and neither of us actually want to eat this lentil curry. Like, it's probably gonna taste fine. James is a really good chef, but neither of us want to eat it. But we're gonna eat it, because if we don't eat it now, we'll never eat it. So if you have any good high protein, vegetarian, actually tasty meals, please let me know. Please do share. I'm gonna have half of this carton, and then dinner will be ready in probably like 10 minutes. So I'll do my bolus in like 5. hasn't happened because I've just kept getting lower and lower. We were about to go on our walk like, I want to say 45 minutes ago, but then I scanned and I was only 5.6 or something. So I cancelled my remaining bolus, which was 0.7 units, and I put on a temporary basal at 0% for half an hour. And then by the time that was done, I was still 5.6. So I put on a 0% temp basal for another hour and a half, thinking we were going to go on our walk, and it's now been, I think, half an hour since then, and I just keep dropping, and I'm now 4.8. So I don't think we're going to go on our walk this evening now. Oh, my alarm's going off. What do you reckon? High or low? Oh, I'm high now. Okay, so I bounced back up from 4.8 real fast. Okay, this changes things. Do I now go on a walk or not? So now I'm 7.7 with a direct arrow up. I was about to make a smoothie because I was 4.8. I'm gonna think about it. Okay, James has talked some sense into me. We are gonna go on a walk, but probably a shorter one than usual because we were excited to not go on a walk tonight because we're at a really key point in the show that we're watching. I am only 7.7 with an arrow going up, like I said, but because I have had a temp basal on for so long, if I do any correction, it's gonna take a really long time to kick in. So what I'd rather do is do the walk, see how I trend. If I start to drop immediately, then I won't do what's left over from my bolus, but if I carry on climbing, I'll have the 0.75 units plus then at least some of the bolus that I would have, some of the basal that I would have missed. So I'll probably end up doing 2 units, which may be a bit too much, but to be fair, I do still want to eat a little bit more tonight. I'm really full. That lentil curry is really filling, but I've got a lot of calories that I need to eat, and since I've been so active today, I want to make sure I get my protein in and stuff. So yeah, we'll head out on a walk, but hopefully it won't be too long. If I do start to really shoot up, then it might end up being a little bit longer. That is finally everything for today. We got there in the end. I'm very tired. I did like 23,000 steps today. So exhausted. Brain has gone to sleep. It's like 10:30, which is later than when I normally go to bed. So I'm gonna have my nice little lie-in tomorrow for my second day off. So I'm just going to check my sugars for one last time before bed. Other than that high, when was it? After lunch. We've been in range, so I've been really happy with that. I'm literally speaking so slowly because I can't even concentrate. But yeah, 4.1. To be honest, when I did that last insulin for those pop chips, it was a bit suspicious that it was quite a lot, but I've kind of given up thinking. So I'm going to finish the half a carton of apple juice that I didn't have earlier, and then I think that should be me all good for overnight. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different day in the life vlog. Random day off has been nice. That is it for today's vlog. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.